Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces April 6, 2022. The moon spends the day in your sector of work, health, and duties, encouraging your interest in straightening out your life. However, the sun is moving into alignment with Jupiter in your solar house of joy and creativity, opening you up to enjoying yourself more fully. It's about your heart's desire or heartfelt endeavors, passions, and loves. If you are doing something creative, it's bound to be spirited. You can see benefits to romantic matters. It's also a time for feeling especially optimistic and possibly quite passionate and creative. There is a larger-than-life element to your feelings and desires today and tomorrow. Self-expression, personal magnetism, and confidence are themes. You might awaken to hidden or dormant talents. Getting your fitness on before a night out on the town? You're a whole mood, and your love life is no exception these days. This is especially true when considering Jupiter-Neptune in Pisces, bringing expansion and magical inspiration to your romantic fifth house of love, passion, pleasure, and self-expression. Although, with today's moon transiting through warrior-like Gemini and your health-conscious sixth house of daily routines, chances are you're some time to invest in yourself, even if that means putting your notifications on silent for the time being. However, be sure to check your messages, as Mars-Venus will continue to charge up your interpersonal exchanges. Work with your favorite colleague today. As the Sun in Pisces sextiles Uranus in Gemini, you may feel inspired to team up. The Sun motivates your desire to indulge in your creativity and imagination, while Uranus is shaking up your professional commitments. So, you may find a unique way to go about your obligations. You could also pair up with an unlikely coworker or client to execute something truly magical. Whatever you do, go into it with a hopeful perspective. The lovely sextile is perfect for having fun with your projects and coworkers. Even the money gods are behind a call to have your work rather than your money hat on today. With the moon returning to your financial sector early next week, money matters can wait, while the moon's last visit to your work sector before the sun returns is just what untapped income potential has been waiting for. Today is all about trusting your gut on the job front. If your boss is driving you nuts, make fun plans for after work to blow off steam. Throw the stress into the recycling bin and head for a karaoke bar. You may hit a wall today. That is, whatever you are trying your hardest to accomplish could reach a climax of some kind. Maybe you will break through, maybe you will break down. Be prepared to meet the challenge or the celebration with a steady grasp on reality. Be especially attentive to your needs while you work. Drinking water throughout the day is a must. Examine your desk chair and computer setup. Is it ergonomically correct? These kinds of considerations will steer you toward greater awareness of what's to come. Knowing when to call it a day and relax for a while can be challenging for you on this day. Given your energetic and ambitious nature, the added charge from the dedicated and hardworking day should see you going like nobody's business. The question of whether or not you will get things accomplished today is not an issue. But whether or not you'll take care of yourself by balancing things out after hours can be. Make plans for some downtime too. At the same time that Venus will be working to keep your focus on things close to home during her last full day in your home and family sector, an alignment between Mars and Saturn here is creating the resolve to turn her desires and expectations into something a lot more concrete. Mars is giving you the drive to make things happen and get things done, while Saturn is giving you the resolve to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. Venus is showing you what you want and Mars and Saturn how to make it happen. Before leaving your relationship sector today, the moon will form a friendly aspect to Pluto in your communication sector, something that happens every 4 weeks and is key to keeping you emotionally engaged and the communication lines open. With Mercury, the planet of communication in your relationship sector by this time next week, this is also a taste of things to come and a chance to get the ball rolling. Our eyes in the sky. Because Moon is in Gemini, you can lead with your intellect rather than your emotions. Instead of leaning into what you feel, you can take thoughtful action toward building a new dream. However, this luminary occurs during Mercury retrograde, which means that our plans may take more time to come to fruition. The lesson here is to be patient and not focus on how long it takes for our dreams to become real. In addition, past drama and situations could resurface now. The skeletons in the closet may come back to shake us up one more time before they're put to rest. Dealing with past emotional upsets is key because the more we talk about things that are painful, the less of a hold they have on us. Letting others in can be easier than before, and it's essential to the healing process. Talk about your problems and listen to what your heart wants today. We are aligning with the north node of the moon's evolutionary impulse to assess data differently, to counteract outdated biases and beliefs with critical thinking, and to engage with the planet and its people through a more inclusive and curious lens. However, the ruler of this lunation, Mercury, is retrograde and in alignment with the moon, suggesting that first, we change our minds, then we change our realities. We may not feel the effects of this moon immediately, nor is it especially advisable to use this time for manifestation, because we are receiving cosmic downloads that may only be useful if we avoid rationalizing their significance, thus diminishing their importance via reductivism. This is a moment to stay present and open, to watch for synchronicities, and try to stave off anxiety. Solar moons often correlate with earthquakes, and we might feel agitated and distracted as gravitational forces work their magic upon our bodies in a similar fashion to their pull on the earth. Be sure to drink plenty of water, breathe deep, and meditate if you find yourself feeling overwhelmed. In the late morning, the moon squares Neptune in Pisces while separating from its moon degree, leading to disillusionment. Eclipses give us much to process, and we might feel uneasy and unable to focus. Essentially, we have been through a sort of initiation, and because the Moon-Neptune square stimulates our intuitive faculties, we might be picking up on feelings and sensations that are not our own, but those of our families or communities. If you question whether you are assessing a situation correctly or not, give it time. It will be better to wait for the energy of the day to settle down before making critical decisions based on incomplete information or vague hunches.